the knower, the known, the subject and the object, or between the past, the present, and the future. All that's just talk. What is really happening is and you may wonder how I can keep the sound going for so long a time. It depends on regulation of the breath, which is basic to the art of meditation. And I'm going to show you how to do this and why. To begin with, just as you've been letting vibrations in the air play with your ears, let your lungs breathe as they will. Don't as yet attempt any breathing exercise. Don't force anything. Simply allow breathing. Now, is this breathing a voluntary or involuntary action? Or both? Or neither? Just feel it without taking sides, without words. And again, hear my voice as if it were wind in the trees or the sound of waves. Most of us are short of breath. We never really empty our lungs. But to make a long, complete out-breath, you mustn't force it. Imagine there's a large ball of lead inside your neck, and allow it to fall slowly through your body to the floor, pushing and easing the breath out as it drops. Ease the breath out just as you settle and sink down comfortably into a bed. And when the ball reaches the floor, let it drop away as if to the center of the earth. Then let the breath come back in as a reflex without pulling it. And then imagine another ball of lead in the neck. And again, let it fall out, long and easy. And once again. Now, do you see what's happening? You are generating a great deal of energy without trying or forcing. Two things seem to be happening at once. First, the outflow of breath is simply falling, happening all by itself. Second, it's under perfect control. So, from this practice, you learn to realize, to experience, that what happens to you and what you do are one and the same process. There is no real separation between one thing called you and another quite different thing called the universe. When you stop talking and naming, they are quite obviously one. Meditation has no purpose, no objective, except to be entirely here and now. It isn't something you do to improve yourself, to get ahead in the world, or to prepare yourself for life. For the division of time into past, present, and future is a trick of words and numbers. All memories and expectations exist now, and now only, because now is what there is and all that there is. We could say that the past flows back from now, like the wake from the prow of the ship, and then, just like the wake, vanishes. As the wake doesn't drive the ship, the past doesn't move or propel the present, unless you, here and now, want to insist that it does, and so give yourself a perpetual alibi for every kind of irresponsibility. But I'm not preaching. That would be a diversion from our feeling centered in this eternal here and now, from feeling it directly as the reality. Meditation, it's best to sit on the floor or the ground on a cushion, either cross-legged or in the lotus posture if you could manage it, or as I'm sitting, which is kneeling and sitting back on my heels, which I find the most convenient. This position is slightly uncomfortable. There is a certain amount of strain on the legs, but the advantage of this is that it keeps you awake. You should have your spine comfortably erect. Not tight, not slumping, but just evenly erect, and your hands resting on your lap, palms upwards, one upon the other. And then you settle into this position, so that you, in the same way as we learned to let the breath settle itself out when you breathe out, so you learn to relax into this position and settle down comfortably on the ground. And you will discover that if you take it easy, time will disappear, and that you will be able, as judged by the clock, to sit in this way comfortably for, say, 40 minutes to an hour. Once again, the essence of the whole art is to feel, to experience what is, what happens, without saying anything to yourself about it. So let your breath flow easily, heavily, down and out again. No strain. And after it has come back, once more. Well then, who are you? What is you? What is I? Some people say it's this body, others the mind, the ego, or the soul. But all those, body included, are names and notions. Can we experience the self directly, like a sound, a flame, or any other object? Let's assume that all ordinary ideas of what myself is are either so wrong or so doubtful that we must investigate the matter directly. But to do that, you must first get the sensation, the feeling of yourself without forming any idea. Regard words in the head as mere noise. Relax your tongue and let it float easily in your lower jaw. Just stop Look and listen.